Hey, it's Mark, it's Kenny, another segment of the 1 in 115. We've never done this in 115, never, because there's too much to talk about. There's too much juicy stuff going on here at the 1. So let's jump into it. Last week we had 7. Kelly got eliminated.
Yes.
Kelly, I think this is where she should have. I mean, she's the youngest in the competition.
Yeah.
A lot of upside for her, but just right now, talently, she's not where the other 6 are. But sweet girl, she took those critiques each week. She took them like a champion,
Yeah.
and I think she gave it her all.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, she went a lot farther than people thought, and that's an accomplishment in itself.
And I hope we see her back in seasons to come, because I think, like I said, she has a good foundation to build on.
Yeah.
Let's jump right into the semifinals. I'm not just saying this because we're recording this. This might be the toughest, best show we've ever had, if that makes sense. And I say that in regards to the finale, we only take 5.
Right.
We have 6 performing on Thursday, and all 6 belong to be in the final 5, but someone's going to be the odd man or girl out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough elimination.
Yeah, I think this is the first out of our 4 seasons where it's like anybody can win this one at this point. We've always had our thoughts like, oh, maybe he or she's not that great, but I feel like all 6 are possible winners of the show.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I think in semifinals back, it's been like, I hope the right person gets in. Let's cross the finish. But right now, all 6 belong to be in the final 5, so we are going to lose one. This week it's 80s, it's 90s. The first half of the show, they got to do the stuff from the 80s.
Right.
Second half from the 90s. Once again, you get the 2 votes. Last week, I think everyone's finally getting the concept of how this works to keep the right people in, so we finally crown the 1.
Yeah, voting seemed to be right on last week. You know, like we talked about in the past, some people will purposely vote for somebody they thought was not good, trying to help their friend. This week it didn't seem that way. Hopefully in the finals and the semifinals.
But here's the thing, it can't, because everyone left could be the 1.
Right.
So you can't, if you're gonna try to outthink yourself, like, I'm gonna vote for my person, I'm gonna vote for that person because they're not as good as everybody else. Everybody's great.
Right.
Everybody at this point in the competition is great.
Yeah.
So that being said, you guys have 50 votes, and that's really gonna determine the winner. I mean,
it could, yeah.
And what the judges do, and I say this every video, you guys forget prior weeks.
Yeah.
That's gone. This week you're just focusing on who's the best at 80s and 90s, and that's who I'm voting for.
Right.
That's who I'm gonna vote for.
Right. At this point, like you said, everybody deserves to be where they are right now. So now it comes down to how are you going to perform at the semifinals, this Thursday.
Right.
And the judges will go based off of how you do 80s.
Just that night.
And you got to kill it on both of them.
Right.
Because you sing twice. So at this point, so it's like an even field.
Yeah.
And it's like who's going to stand out amongst these awesome
So
singers.
that being said, so those few people out there, and I know who you are still saying this is a popularity contest. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. I mean, it's down to the nitty gritty. It's down to vocals. It's down to stage presence. It's down to being who is the 1, and that's where we're at. So join us this Thursday night. Wristbands, they're done at 9. It's 80s, it's 90s. It's going to be a great show. Someone's going to get eliminated, and then we're going to take a week off, and then it's the finale for your final 5. And one of them will be the 1 and drive away in a brand new car from Nan Carey's Jeep, Dodge, Plymouth. What else do they sell? They're everything, right? They sell everything. Grant, you guys sell everything. Who will be the 1?